What's up, Mission Pro Wrestling family? Welcome to another edition of Mission Pro Wrestling's Unmatched. I am Front Row. Joining me is my best host from the West Coast, Trenda Magellan. What's up, Trenda?
Hey, Front Row. Good to check in with you for another week. How's it going?
It's hot. It's hot everywhere,
It,
apparently.
it, it that it is. I don't even want to start comparing temperatures because that's a whole nother full show within itself. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's
Well,
especially when you get home from work and the kids forgot to cut the AC on. So
oh no.
yeah, but
Man, that is not a good thing to come home to. But we have an exciting show tonight. We have a special guest tonight. We have one half of the Money Birds. We have Lady Bird joining us tonight, and I am super excited. Her match coming up, we're going to talk about at Boiling Point in just over 2 weeks on August 12th at Mission Pro Wrestling. You can watch us live at Mission Pro Wrestling, our Title Match Network, and you can email us for sponsorship opportunities at missionprowrestling@gmail.com. You get your tickets if you're going to be in the San Antonio area at missionprowrestling.com. So it's going to be a really fun show. We're going to catch up with Lady Bird and get her thoughts on a bunch of stuff. And you know what? Why don't we just go ahead and bring her in?
why not?
Joining the show is Lady Bird.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Hello. Thank you for joining us.
This is great. I'm glad to be here.
Okay, so we've been fans of Mission Pro for a long time, and we've been following your journey through the promotion.
Yes.
And I just want to start out by giving you a happy anniversary, because 2 years this Monday will mark the anniversary of your debut with Mission Pro Wrestling. 2 years is a good long time. And I wanted to just, maybe if you could share a little bit about that first match and what the circumstances were leading up to that match.
Yeah, 2 years. That's crazy. That first match was, I did a seminar, a Thunder Rosa seminar, and I got picked along with now my tag team partner, Gigi Ray. And we were asked to compete against one another. We had a match, and then after that, we became really close friends. And now we're tag team partners. So it was great.
2 years. You're a veteran now in Mission Pro.
And not to, some people don't think that for sure.
You're a Mission Pro vet. That's exactly what you are.
I'd love to hear that.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because we have some veterans at Mission Pro. We have Genocide and Jasmine Allure and Merche Chanel and so many people that have been part of the promotion and been part of some big moments. But 2 years is a good amount of time, and I think this marks your 7th match with us, and that's a good number. Maybe a lucky 7. Who knows?
Yeah. Let's hope.
But I wanted to ask you about the tag team chemistry, because you had previously teamed with someone else at Mission Pro and not had success, but then fast forward, you teamed with Gigi. And how did that partnership come about? And what was what was sort of going into the first match as a tag team? What were your feelings?
Yeah. So we met at the seminar, had a match. She was kind of rude on that match, but that very quickly turned into a good relationship. We ended up just riding to shows together when we were booked on some promotions at the same time. So we'd ride together. We got really close that way. And then we just started training together, talking a lot, and we just became super close. And then we started practicing in the ring together. And then we decided, let's give this a shot. Like, Mission Pro, they need some new tag champs, in my opinion. Maddie and Roche, they've been there for over a year now, and we love them. I love them, and I appreciate everything they've done. But it's time for some new blood.
Okay, shots fired. I hear what you're saying. Okay, shots fired. So do you guys live in the same area? So is it convenient for you guys to work out and just meet up like that?
Yeah. So she used to live in Houston. I think she'll be living there soon. So that's about an hour. Well, it's like 2 hours for me. And then she was living in Austin for a few months. So yeah, and she stayed with me for a couple months. But now she's
Awesome.
back in Canada. But she'll be back soon. I'm gonna see her soon, so it'll be fine.
Awesome. So y'all really been able to really build a really close relationship since you've been, you had a chance to live together. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's not a closer tag team than us.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it. What I think. Yeah.
Well, you guys did win a #1 contender match at Kickstart My Heart and go on to challenge for the tag titles. And you did win that match, although it was by disqualification. So no title change, but you do have a win over the tag champion.
That
so
is true. I didn't want to bring
That
it up.
is true.
Glad you did. So I think that kind of, I mean, that we kind of deserve another shot, in my opinion.
Okay, so that brings up the question, and I think Brian mentions this
Yeah,
in the chat
I was
too.
just gonna say that.
So we're going to talk about your match in a moment, but the winner of the match, the gauntlet match at Boiling Point, 7 competitors. You got the best spot. You got number 7 coming in last, is coming in fresh. So the winner of that match will win the cup and an opportunity to challenge for a title at Mission Pro. But that's not just the main title, that's also for the tag title. So given an opportunity, would you grab your tag partner and challenge, or would you want to go for singles gold?
Ooh.
That's a hard question, but I got to go with my best friend, and that's a tag shot, another tag shot.
Wow. Now that's a true best friend, because everybody is in here to try to get that goal for themselves, to have that individual so for you to say that, I commend you. I love it. I love it.
Tempting, though. Very tempting, but I really like those tag titles.
Ooh, okay. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fans are ready for for something new, but it is you're talking about a very dominant tag team. You're talking about Bougie Reality, who has just pretty much been on the top of the mountain for a long time now. It's going to be really hard to unseat them.
Yeah, that's fair, but I think we're good challengers to be.
I would agree, and you got a lot of support in the chat. I see Neil, I see Mongrovian Mike, I see Brian's in there, Matthew's in there. Got a whole bunch of people. Thank you guys for joining us tonight and supporting Ladybird. So talking about tag matches and tag chemistry, some of the tag teams that we've seen over the years, there's been a much higher focus, I think, in pro wrestling right now on tag teams and tag team wrestling. Who are some of the teams out there, either today or historically, that inspire you guys?
Yeah, so the first one that really inspired me was FTR. Just kind of the way they work in the ring. One time I watched a match where they were competing against each other, and it was just one of the most incredible matches that I saw, because their chemistry was incredible, very competitive, and just a strong match. So those are just people I watch in general when I'm trying to learn a little bit more about wrestling and trying to enhance my skill set. But as a tag team, they're just super incredible. And then as far as like WWE, NXT, Katana and Kaden have been.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Athleticism of them two is insane.
And the chemistry that they have together, they feed off of each. You can tell they just feed off of each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, they're incredible. So, and then everything that, WWE's women's tag division is doing right now, it's so fun to watch and entertaining.
Yeah, there's a lot going on over there. I was super excited to see Rhonda and Shayna finally team up, and then that imploded quickly.
Backstabbed.
Don't do that to your partner.
I won't.
So if you win the cup and you challenge for and are successful in your quest for tag team gold, are there other teams at Mission Pro that you would be looking towards
competing against?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I saw that we have Mia and
MJ
together. So I'm curious to see how they do at Boiling Point. So that might be one that I'm interested in competing against. Obviously, King Bees. I have both GJ and I have a lot of history with Danny and Sherry, so I'm ready for that. I don't know. Those are probably the top two at the moment.
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned the King Bees because the gauntlet match, King Bees were slated to come in, I think, number 2 and number 3. Card subject to change. They are not available for the show. So we are going to be announcing new competitors, 2 new competitors for that match. So does that make it more difficult to prepare, not knowing, this close to the show?
Yeah, I mean, it's only
be?
a couple of weeks away, and now all of a sudden the card has changed. So,
Yeah.
ooh, how does that,
That makes me a little uneasy, of course, but those, I mean, as long as it's not another tag team that comes in, they came in with an advantage having one another. I don't have Gigi by my side in there. So honestly, it's kind of like, oof, I don't got to worry about them anymore. But they bring in, I'm very curious about that. And are they going to is the order going to be the same? Do we know?
To be determined. I do not know. We'll have to wait for management to give us the word, but there is a change on the horizon, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, with that, there's a lot up in the air. That's anxiety within itself, not knowing. So that means, how you're going to prepare for this, knowing that there is things that you can't even prepare for.
Yeah, I can't, watch my competitors who they are and see, what they're doing in the ring. So that's 2 people I'll be unsure about, but that's okay because I'm going to do what I do best. I'm going to kick ass in the ring. So it's going to be fine. I'm not worried about it.
Awesome. I have no doubt. All the faith in the world. So two things I wanted to ask you about from a competitor standpoint. You were in the ring at True Colors again. It was a fatal 4-way. It was a 4-way tag match, but I wanted to specifically ask your opinion on the men's revolution. JP and Joey Hyder were in that match, and JP has been very vocal in feeling that the men are not getting the opportunities at Mission Pro that they are so deservedly not getting. So thoughts on the men's revolution?
Men have been given opportunities their entire life. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. That's the best way to start. Please continue.
It's quite frankly a joke to me, these guys coming in and trying to take a promotion that is supposed to build up women. Typical man thing, and not our male fans, love our male fans, but these men have the audacity to be coming after the women's division. So they got to watch their back when they're in the ring with us. Okay. So during our match, our gauntlet match, I really hope that they bring in 2 other women and not 2 men from potentially more of the men's division if they're growing it. But yeah, they disgust me. They shouldn't even be in Mission Pro, in my opinion. It's a women's division. I want to see women wrestle. I want women building women. So that's what I have to say about it.
I agree. I agree with everything she said, because men's revolution, I don't even understand what this is about. Like, why are you here? Okay, this is Mission Pro women's wrestling, and you're just here, just in everybody's face, trying to get some airtime or whatever. And I really feel like JP talks just to hear JP talk. So it's really not even a big deal. So
yeah,
boots to the men's revolution.
Brian may have a Brian bomb. And for those that are not familiar, Brian bombs are big news, big updates. So
gosh,
stay tuned for
not
that.
In the middle of a men's revolution conversation.
Of course.
No.
Look, I've got to call out. Look, Mongrovian Mike is a big supporter, but I can't be with Mission Pro Wrestling. No, sorry, man. Like, that's not what we're doing here.
No.
I love Mike. Okay, so I do want to get your thoughts on a few things. So, talking about the strength of women's wrestling right now across the industry, pretty much on all the major brands, on all of our TV, on independent shows all across the world, we're seeing such strong competition. New Japan has a women's division. There's the Strong Championship. There's NXT and WWE and AEW. So, from your perspective, what are some of your favorite things that are going on in the women out at large, out in the world of big companies?
Mm-hmm. Well, Impact, Naomi coming to Impact. I've been waiting for her to show her face and somewhere and then winning the championship. So that has been great to see. I think she's really going to put more eyes on Impact. Impact is just one of those promotions doing incredible things. And the women's division is so cool there and so fun to watch. So that's always a great one. WWE, they're always killing it. NXT, just the athleticism over there is incredible. I mean, they're building these athletes, that are coming right out of college athletics and going right to wrestling, and they're incredible. I don't know. These women inspire me all the time, getting to watch them, like the 4 Horsewomen with, Becky and Charlotte and Bailey and Mercedes, just incredible women. And
yeah.
The more I watch them, I just want to be like them. I want to be able to hang with the big dogs like them one day.
Yeah, there was a conversation this week on Busted Open about the top 10 women's matches, I think on Wednesday's show, and their favorite matches. And for me personally, like, I've been a fan of women's wrestling for a long time, but that moment where in the Barclays where Sasha and Bailey had that incredible match, and I saw, all of the people, like grown men crying, like the whole thing. I remember watching that thinking, okay, this is a turning point in the industry.
Yeah, gives me goosebumps. It is incredible. They were doing stuff that women just weren't doing and telling an incredible story in that match. Yeah, I agree. It was a great match.
Oh my God, we have breaking news.
Oh boy, hang on. Brian Baum.
No.
One of the participants replacing King Bees is Boss Baines.
No, we said earlier.
Oh, so that's 3 men and 3 women?
That's 3. And we still have one more, right? We still have one more person that we don't know who it is.
Yeah.
That's an important one.
Yeah.
Who's going to be a man or a woman?
Well, it will be interesting.
Wow, that's a bombshell I wasn't ready for. I really wasn't ready for that one.
I don't know how to feel about that.
That was going to happen at all.
So it is kind of like another tag team join.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But
it is one at a time, so you're gonna have to face people one at a time. So we'll have to wait and see. Joey Hyder coming in at number 1. He's got a target on his back. He's got a lot of people to go through. So
hopefully you guys can just kick him out real early.
Yeah,
but
that would be great.
That would be great. I just want to circle back to something you said about NXT, because we do put a lot of focus on NXT because a lot of there are a fair number of people there that have come through Mission Pro, shared a ring with other talents at Mission Pro. And obviously Roxanne Perez is one of them. And she has this Weapons Wild match with Blair Davenport coming up at Great American Bash. They had this awesome grocery store, convenience store video this week, and it was an homage to Booker T and what he did with Stone Cold. And I thought it was super creative. It was something that was unexpected. But now to have them go on and have this Weapons Wild match is just, they do really cool stuff in NXT. Are you excited for that match?
Anything that Roxy does, she's so great. And to watch her grow because I'm still very new in this business, but just watching matches on YouTube, she was always a big part of the Texas scene. So she was someone I obviously was watching. So her going to NXT, grabbing a title very quickly, unfortunately losing it, but now having this match, she's going to do incredible. So I have no doubts that she'll take the W in that match.
Yeah, if there's any winner or loser in that match, my goodness, that's going to be a fight. It's going to be incredible. And someone else who has also shared a Mission Pro ring, Thea Hale, has just done some unbelievable stuff. I'm so excited to see her challenging for the title, and just her energy is so infectious.
Yeah. Got to meet her one time, and she was so great, so young too. She's like 18.
Yes.
I think she was
like, barely like a baby, and she's out there doing it. Like, how inspiring is that?
For real, went against the champ already. Technically won, but but it's awesome.
So I know, Trendy, you have a bunch of questions, but I just before we get to that, I need to ask. Talking about young competitors, at True Colors, we saw Izzy Moreno make her commentary debut and get attacked by Jasmine Allure, and it shocked everybody. It shocked everybody in the room. We were there in the room. online, everyone at home. And so Izzy challenged Jasmine to a match, and that match is going to happen at Boiling Point. How are you feeling about this? How are you feeling about Izzy being a part of Mission Pro?
I think it's absolutely incredible. Jasmine is a tough competitor, though, so that's going to be a challenging match, especially it's her debut match. It's incredible that we have a talent like that. Someone who's so known in this business is very cool. Puts eyes on Mission Pro. But man, Jasmine is vicious. So
Yeah.
she comes from a school I trained at. We both trained at the same school, and that's gonna be a tough match.
Wow.
Yeah,
That lets me know that the ladies of APW are. Yeah. I gotta watch out for you guys then. Yeah. Okay.
Well, Lady Bird, you'll be happy to know that Brian has confirmed the last participant is a woman.
Good. Woo!
So we've got that going for us.
But no name.
I know. I want a name.
Well, it's gonna be a surprise. So we'll see.
Okay. But that is true. There was a statement of, I think it was Ruben who said that basically the whole men's revolution is now in this gauntlet match.
We don't love that.
Well, JP is not in. It's Joey and Boss Baines is in there. Casey is in there as the.
Oh yeah, Casey is the past.
Not part of the men's revolution,
couple.
but
okay, yeah. So,
yeah.
Oh my God. Well, we know JP has his own match, so we're not worried about it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so that brings us
or anything like that, though. So we're gonna make sure someone's handling him in the back so he doesn't come out and ruin anyone else.
And that's exactly my thoughts too, because he'll still worm his way down and crawl on the floor and hide under the ring all night or whatever he does in order just to interfere in a match. So
yeah.
Maybe one of the participants has a tag partner who can run interference. Who's to say? And of course, our Mission Pro Wrestling Championship is being defended. Genocide is defending against #1 contender Tiffany Nieves, and we've seen her story and we've seen the length that she went to win that #1 contendership spot. How are you feeling about this match, and who's your pick?
Oh man, both great competitors. I mean, all of Mission Pro's roster has great, women. I have to go with the champ though. Genocide. What is this? What number defense is this for her? Is this like her 5th?
It's either 4 or 5. Yeah, might be 5.
Yeah. So I think she's still got more in her. She has more to show as the women's champion. So I'm going with her, but I think that's going to be a killer match, and I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, agreed. Trenda, you had some questions for Lady Bird?
Yeah, I just want to know, some simple things, just a little more in depth about you personally. Like, what is a day off like for you? Like, what is, what do you do for time off to just release and let all the worries go away?
Yeah. Oh, a day off is my perfect day off would be, I like coffee in the morning, taking my dog for a walk, just around my neighborhood, laying outside in the sun, just honestly doing nothing, not driving, 5 hours to a promotion, not getting up, working all day on a computer. It's just letting my body rest, from all the pain that tends to happen when I'm in that ring.
A lot of bumps in there.
Yeah. So that usually just doing something very relaxing, being out in the sun, hanging out with my animals, getting to be home. That's perfect day off for me. Very simple.
So you're a fur mom. So
yes.
How many and what do you have?
Oh, yeah. So I have a cat named Romeo and then a dog named Juliet. So
that's awesome. I love that so much.
Because they should not be together.
My cat hates my dog, but it's fine. It's perfect. Yes.
Oh, real quick, we got a Brian bomb.
Oh gosh.
Tina Nix is the 7th participant.
That's an APW girl.
Excellent.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Very, very cool. I'm not as familiar, so I'm gonna have to do some research and get smartened up here.
She's very, very new. She comes from MPW, made her debut probably 3 months ago. Currently is the APW Women's Champion. Technically, she won it for me, but she did not because I couldn't make that show. So she can say she's the champ, but I'm coming back for it. But she's great. She's a great girl, very kind. So she'll be great in the ring. I'm excited to watch her.
Right.
UnMatched mission. It's amazing.
Very cool.
All right, and it's great that you know, it's somebody that you already got some history and some background on. So it's like, okay, okay.
Yeah. I know. I've gone against her several times. So
awesome.
Great.
Well, that's very cool. So on that topic, what are you binging? What are you watching? What are you enjoying?
Ooh, that's a great question. What did I just binge? I like those background shows where you can just put it on and go and clean or go and do anything else. What am I watching right now?
Marvel movies are like that for me. I'll always put a Marvel movie on. I think Iron Man or something like that.
That's good. That's a good one. What am I watching right now? Probably embarrassing. They definitely are embarrassing now that I'm thinking about it. I just finished. I like any kind of like reality show. I like Below Deck. I don't know if y'all have ever seen any of those. It's just a show where they're on a yacht. People who are like cooking, cleaning, and making sure everyone's safe. Just something so I don't have to think about anything. Can watch other people's drama. It's kind of fun. And then wrestling. I love, putting AEW on in the background while I'm doing stuff. Honestly, whatever's trending on Netflix, I watch it. How about y'all? What are y'all watching on Netflix?
There's so much to choose from. Trenda and I tend to watch a lot of the same shows, although there's some differences. We both watch all the Marvel series. Secret Invasion with Samuel L. Jackson is awesome right now.
Okay.
The Lazarus Effect is a really cool show. It's sort of a sci-fi, time travel type of show.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
Really interesting. Trenda, what about you?
So yeah, I think I'm with Lady Bird. I watch whatever's popular on Netflix. I saw a show about a guy the other day that was cloned. Just cloned and cloned. What was it? I think they said called Clone Tyrone.
Yes, I think
like that.
On there.
Yeah, I watched that one. It was pretty good. It kept my interest. It was pretty good and pretty kooky considering they're just, cloning random people that are just, anywhere for any reason. But that was pretty good. And then I've been watching a lot of shows on Peacock as well. I think the Heart to Heart with Kevin Hart. Mostly because he does have a few wrestlers, of course, that he's been in movies with The Rock, he's been in movies with John Cena, and there are episodes coming up with The Rock, but the John Cena one is on there, so that was very interesting to watch. But yeah, it just little stuff it's stuff that I can get in between my probably 60 to 70 hours of wrestling that I try to watch and listen to via podcast per week. So to be able to get just a little something else in, it's just a little break, but I got to get back to the wrestling.
Well, tomorrow is the debut of season 2 of Heels.
And I will be watching it.
That was a great show. I'm really excited for season 2.
Did you get a chance to see it?
I haven't got to see it. It's on Stars, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I have that one. But now I gotta go and is it only cable or can I get
you can get it.
You can get it separately. A subscription. Yeah. You can
get it through Amazon, you can get it through a separate app, you can get it. And they have like a free trial right now. So
okay. That's a good idea. No, I've been wanting to watch that, but I don't have
the free trial rule. You have to wait for the season to end.
Then you free trial and binge
and just binge it through the 7 days and then cancel.
Okay, so I need to wait till season 2 is over and then binge season 1 and season 2. I can do that. That sounds like a good plan.
That's the free trial rule.
Oh.
Well, I mean, but this season they're bringing back CM Punk and AJ Mendez is going to be on, and you know our friend Luke Hawx does a lot of the work and the stunt coordination and all that stuff there. I'm excited for that. I would love to see Stephen Amell have another actual match on TV. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
because he was in All In. Like, he had an actual match with Christopher Daniels at All In, which I thought was pretty cool. One of the better celebrity appearances in wrestling, I think.
Yeah,
all right, so we are super excited for Boiling Point in just over 2 weeks on August 12th. Title Match Network, and get your tickets at missionprowrestling.com. Lady Bird, where can people find you on the socials?
Y'all can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, anything else? I think that's it. At Wrestle Ladybird.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you taking time and hanging out with us for a little while.
Yeah, thanks.
And we will see you in 2 weeks.
Woohoo!
All right. Thank you. Well, she was awesome, and I'm really excited for her match.
Yes. I just enjoyed talking to her. She's so fun. And then I honestly knew about the cab. I didn't know she had the Romeo and Juliet. Like, that was just
so cool.
Cool. We have our fur babies too, so we're fur parents.
Right here.
No, not really. Sitting next to you, Zelda. Oh my goodness, Zelda.
Okay, that was a cameo. Puppy cameo. All right. Well, we're going to let folks go. I appreciate you, Trenda, as always. Where can everybody find you on the socials?
Well, you can find me at Trenda Magellan. That's Magellan with a J, not a G, on all the socials. Yeah.
Awesome. And I am PW Front Row across all the socials. You can also find me Saturday nights on the Nation's Corner. We have another exciting episode this week, 7 p.m. Eastern time on YouTube. It's going to be a fun show. Go check them out at Nation's Corner across all the social media. And man, I'm just so excited for Boiling Point. We've got just a couple weeks left, more news to come, and keep in touch. Keep a lookout on our social media for all the updates. Next week on A Mission returns on Tuesday, and we will see you again on Thursday. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Go sponsor a wrestler.
Yes. Email us at missionprowrestling@gmail.com for sponsorship opportunities. There's still wrestlers and matches available. So send us a note. We'd love to have you.